Well, hi. I just got a large shipment of nasal snuff in today, um, and I'm going to do a review because I was actually requested to by the manufacturer, Gadsen Mill. I got 3 bags of Gadsen Mill snuff today. I'm going to flip this camera around. Let's see if I can figure out how to flip this camera around. Got a big shipment for all kinds of stuff. And I have another big shipment coming in, I think tomorrow, of probably another 10 different snuffs. This is a sample pack I ordered off MrSnuff.com. Everything here was, like $8.99 for all these little tins. I'm excited to try them all. I picked up the McChrystal snuff also. Some Irish 22, little SP 100, some Yellow Taxi, and of course Sir Walter Scott, which I've really been enjoying. But the Gadsen Mill, it's the first time I've gotten any, and the first one I'm going to be trying here is going to be the Wild Oak Butterscotch. Nice looking packaging right here with handwriting on there by the actual maker himself. So far, it's a nice looking snuff and a nice looking sealed vacuum packed bag. And I'll be giving this a try and giving a first impression in a little while. All right, the first thing I noticed was the grind on this. Actually, the very first thing I noticed was the nice packaging. When I opened it up, it was an incredible smell. I mean, it smelled fantastic. This Wild Oak Butterscotch smells like butterscotch. It smells pretty candy-like. It's really a very nice butterscotch smell. I loved it. I'm a butterscotch fan, and I opened this up and I said, shit, this smells like butterscotch, and I'm very excited to try it. I put a little on the paper here and was looking at the grind on it. And I consider that a medium, a nice medium grind. It's not super fine, but nice. It has a little bit of chunks. The vacuum packaging, it seems a little bit moist, but not too moist. The vacuum packaging, it came a little bit clumpy, so I broke it up a bit with my fingers, tapped it a little with a knife, and I'm getting a nice medium grind on it. Compared to something like the Abraxas, which is pretty chunky. That's putting a lot of, I mean, that's broke it up. Those are flakes of tobacco right there compared to a much finer grind with this. And if you want to compare that to something a little bit finer, I got the Snuff Store Bucks Fizz, which isn't even a really super fine, but as you can see, that's a pretty fine, but not super fine. It's not like a Toke snuff or something, but it's much finer. And we have the Abraxas, which I would say is a pretty coarse. And I would say this butterscotch Gadsen Mill is really a good medium between the three, if we can see there. and I'll be giving a tasting impression in just a moment.
Well, the first thing I have to say is I made a really big mistake when I ordered this. I just tried a little bit, and I made a big mistake. I ordered one bag. I should have ordered the entire fucking lot. This is really, really a nice snuff. It's really tasty. I am enjoying the shit out of this. And as a matter of fact, I'm going to do another snuff right now. Oh, that sits in the nose really nicely. It has immediately a really, really nice, not artificial candy scent, butterscotch, but a really, really nice butterscotch flavor. I've read some other reviews on the Gadsen Mill, and some of them weren't really exactly the most positive. I know this is an Artisan snuff. It's a small manufacturer. It's one guy who's been working out some quirks, and the last thing I read was, you need to get those stems out. You need to get this and that. This doesn't have any smell. It's got all the butterscotch scent that I could ever possibly want without being candy. I'm not putting candy in my nose. This is a nice snuff. I'm getting a nice amount of nicotine. It has a little bit of a, it's kind of a little bit of a smoky taste or scent to it. It sits in my nose a lot better than the coarser Abraxas. If Abraxas were to do a finer grind, I would, Abraxas is good. I like Abraxas. This is right up there, but I actually like the grind a lot better. This makes my nose happier. This sits in my nose better. I'm not having chunks falling out. It smells absolutely fantastic. I'm getting a nice little bit of nicotine out of this. The quirks that I've read in the previous reviews that I've seen online, I think that those are, review them again. Review it again. Buy some more. Review it. I think he actually took all that advice to heart. That's really nice to see, that somebody will actually respond to a video review and make corrections to their recipe and how they're doing things based off of what customers actually have said, and not just say, I'm doing it the way I want to do it. It's good enough. If you don't like it, then fuck off. I'm sorry you didn't like the product. I'm working on it. I'm an artisan. And now he's changed things up so that customers are actually going to like what he's putting out now. I can't find anything wrong with this. I want to give a fucking review where I say there's something I dislike. I don't dislike anything about this right now. Remember, this is a first impression, but I am wildly impressed. I have two more bags that I got from him also. I got the Cafe Parisian. And I also picked up the 747 Scotch. I believe he's been locally sourcing these tobaccos. I cannot remember. I watched some video reviews on his products before. So, shit, I'm actually going to jump up. I already threw my packaging away, but I am going to look for it quickly. Because I believe he's from Virginia. Now I'm not seeing my packaging, so, but I believe he's from Virginia, and he's locally sourcing these products, has access to local good quality tobaccos, which are, the same tobaccos that the big snuff companies are importing to England and manufacturing their snuffs there using American tobaccos. He lives in the tobacco belt and is making these tobaccos using locally sourced products right here in America. It's nice to see an artisan snuff being done here. It's not Swisher Sweet. It's local and it's artisan. And I'm not ordering it from England and I'm not paying huge amounts of freaking shipping for it. This is fantastic. And if I had the opportunity to have gone back in time and ordered more bags of this, I absolutely would have. And I'm going to be contacting him later on tonight to ask him if he still has more stock. I know he just made a shipment. It's not readily available. You're not going to be able to hop on the internet and just internet order this stuff. You have to actually be able to contact him via email. And since it's an artisan product and it's a one-man show, it's not like there's a lot of stock that's back stock that you could just order this shit anytime you want. This is still curing. It won't be ready until next month. And when it comes out, that's it. And when it's gone, it's not until he makes a new batch that you're going to have an opportunity to get it. So I recommend, if you have an opportunity to get it, to give it a try, give it a review. He seems like a really nice guy. And my first impression of this first snuff that I've gotten from him, I would absolutely recommend it. Put it in your nose and then make a video and tell people what you think about it. I would love to see this blow up worldwide, I should say. It's not it's not a big manufacturer. It's not Toke. It's not a big name. It's local. Even the drainage tastes nice. That is just fucking fantastic. Thank you so much for sending this to me. I am excited to try your other ones, and I plan on doing a review for them also. And thank you so much for taking the time to make this and get it out to people who are actually interested in trying something new and different, and putting in the effort to do it. I wish I had the ingenuity and the ability to be able to make my own and do something similar, but unfortunately, I'm just not that fucking awesome. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed this review, and if you have an opportunity to reach out to Gadsen Mill, do it, and try the Wild Oak Butterscotch. It's phenomenal. If you like butterscotch and you like snuff, I think this is definitely worth it. Thank you very much for watching.